joined by Jacob and
Hi, nice to meet you.
And Johannes. And yeah, if you guys have any questions about Clew bindings, now's the time to ask. We just had a weekend in Snowboard Glacier for the opening, and it's been a super good start to the season. Tons of snow. It was really fun riding with these guys, and yeah, it's been interesting learning a ton about Clew bindings. If you guys don't know about the Clews, this is actually one that I got to assemble myself, so it was pretty interesting to learn about the whole process. And yeah, if you guys have any questions about this binding, Jacob, maybe you could give us a quick demo of how it, just the basic function.
No problem, sure. So, yeah, like this. Maybe let's start with the general functions. It's like a regular strap-in, so you have all the adjustments, forward lean, straps length and foot pad. So on the first glance you might not notice a difference, but when it comes to the lift ride, you will be very, very fast by just hitting the red handle here, and the binding will split in two parts. So this is the thing we call boot part or highback. You can wear it and easily walk around with it because it also has the rubber on the sole part here. And yeah, the base plate is still on your snowboard, and when you want to get back in, you just have the similar movement like with ski boots. So your foot tip goes here, and then it automatically clicks and you're ready to ride.
Awesome, super easy. I've been riding with it now for like a month, and it's awesome. Like, I love it because it's just like a regular binding, except you have this like this step in, step out function. So that's, yeah, super cool. All right, we got 24 people hopped into the chat. Let's see if you guys have any questions. Let us know where you guys are watching from. We're right now in Munich, Germany. But yeah, let us know where you guys are from. I know that we've got some people here from Japan. Fatih says, hi Clew team. Yeah, we met Fatih this past weekend. He picked up a pair of bindings. All right.
Interesting.
I think like one common question that people ask is like, what's the flex of the Clew binding? Like, where would you say it ranges? Like on a 0 to 10 scale?
I would say between 7 and 8 response.
Okay, yeah.
So it's a little stiffer than average.
Yeah.
But that's what we wanted to keep, because that we get such a great feedback, I think, from our riders and customers.
Yeah.
It's the perfect stiffness for riding on the piste and in deep snow. So we want to focus on this.
Yeah, for sure. Like for me, the feeling is it's like the flex you want when you want to do like everything. So if you want to ride POW, if you want to carve, maybe take it into the park a little bit. So yeah, like it was super good this past weekend in that snow. All right, let's see if you guys have any questions. All right, somebody says, great to see you. All right, and we're getting the word scrambles again a little bit. Oh, somebody's watching from Chicago. What's up? Mongolia. No way. We got someone watching from Johnson City, Tennessee. Sam's watching from Connecticut. Oh yeah, so somebody's asking, what are the color options?
Right now we have two color options. So we have the white and the black version, and 3 different sizes, so S, M, L.
Yeah, it's kind of cool because, I mean, Snowboard Pro Camp is black, white, and red, and Clew is black, white, and red as well. I guess we do have, here, I'll grab the white one. The white one's...
You can show the white.
Oh, sure, thanks.
To the people, yeah.
Yeah, the white one's cool too, because Lena was wearing the white one, and with like a white board, it looks super nice.
Oh, this is the white one? This is Lena's board.
And if you have a friend, he can buy the white one and you get the black one, and then you can change the highbacks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so a cool feature is that you can go between, you can mix and match. So if you have the black high back, you can step into the white base. And I guess it has to be the same size, right?
Yeah.
Same size binding, yeah. Cool, so yeah, you got the black, white, and red, or the, yeah, white, black, and red.
What do you prefer?
Oh, I don't know, I like the black, but I would maybe go for white. Yeah.
Next time.
Next time white, yeah. But you guys both have black ones?
The one you assembled was the black one, yeah.
Do you guys have a preference?
Me personally, I like the white.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Go for the black one.
Black one? Okay, nice. Cool. All right, let's see if there's some other questions here. Oh, we have somebody watching from Atlanta. Awesome.
How late is it in Atlanta right now?
Yeah, I think it's first thing in the morning, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, or super late. Yeah, maybe like 3 a.m. All right.
I think we were ahead about 7-8 hours here in Germany.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah.
Can you read it?
Yeah. How do the Clew bindings hold up if you hit the knuckle of a jump? Yeah, I think they hold up fine. Yeah, so far, like, I think in terms of holding up against, like, I guess too, like one thing with snowboard gear is like you guys really put them through a lot of trials.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, so when you test out like the prototypes, like what is like the goal of in terms of like do you put it through like as much challenging terrain as possible?
We always try to break things on our test benches and
Yep.
give it to the craziest riders we know.
Yep.
And this version here is has never been damaged by the riders we have.
It's almost unbreakable.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, and I guess it's like the material, right, too. So if you do test it and something were to break, is it then a good thing to know to then make the material stronger, or is that kind of the idea?
When it's break, we see where it's break, and then we can add a little bit more material. So in the beginning, we did that a lot.
Nice.
In general, the development process is we start with 3D printed parts.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a special nylon which performs pretty similar to the injection molded part.
Okay.
And that's the first thing we test. And after that, we build the injection molds and try different materials then, of course, and find out which has the best riding experience, riding comfort, and also the general performance.
Performance and weight, I guess, as well. Like,
Also, the weight is important, of course.
Yeah. All right, let's see if you guys have any other questions. Somebody says, being able to just change your board without changing your bindings is going to be awesome. An awesome, friendly setup. Yeah, I think that is like a really cool thing to have like the bases already just on, like you can have like bases on multiple boards. And yeah, if it's like a POW day, park day or whatever, instead of moving bindings around, it's just like, just take your high back and whatever board.
In a second.
Yeah.
And if you have friends with similar boot sizes and stands, it is very interesting to switch boards.
Oh yeah.
Depending on who has what board with him. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, so if you're riding with a friend that has a Clew setup, you guys can just like try each other's boards, or even if you like saw like just a stranger on the run, and if they're friendly enough, and you can swap it between. All right, this person's asking, do you have a small disc version? But I think right now it's just the one disc, right?
We have two discs because we have the version with an air tag in it.
Oh, really?
But it has the same adjustments.
The same size.
It has the same dimensions.
Okay, so right now it's the larger disc, or like the standard size disc.
And this helps you to have to be able to have a little setback or set front, as we cannot change the heel cup.
Okay.
So because of our step-in system, it's not possible to move the highback to the front or to the rear, and that's why we had to do it with the disc.
Right.
And yeah, that makes it possible to have to still have a little setback. Okay,
perfect, nice. Yeah, so right now the standard, but would you guys ever consider doing the small disc? You know how like some, I guess park boards, they might have a smaller disc, or?
We would change the flex. Maybe we would rather do a different material.
Okay.
So I have a more flexible disc.
Oh, interesting.
Instead of having a small disc, because then we would lose some adjustments.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. There's so many. I mean, there's so many different elements, right, that go into the bindings.
And we've been talking a lot, Kevin, about our hooks here.
Oh yeah.
On the weekend. Yeah, that's one maybe interesting thing to mention. The two hooks that are on our base plate. So if you have a lot of snow covering your binding, you can still click in like this. So you see there is a lot of space for the snow, and when you start riding, the snow will fall out and your binding will automatically go to the lower position. So you cannot fall off. You can just get more tight.
And also in the lower position, there's also
there's still 1 centimeter for snow and ice, which is I think the best option for the step in.
Yeah.
To still be able to click in anytime.
Yeah, that's because I guess like a challenge would be like, when you're coming off the lift and you just want to step straight in, sometimes there's a tiny bit of snow or like a bit of snow under your boot or maybe on the base, and so with this bit of a gap, it actually allows you to have some snow there. But then it's even more, right? Because then if you get the first hook, there's 2 hooks in here, and you can see them there.
We've never had enough snow not to reach the first hook.
First hook, yeah.
Even in deep snow, you reach it.
Yeah, that's like, for me too, it's like, it's one thing for like on the slope on a groomed run, but like how does it perform in deep POW? So that's like, good to know. All right, let's get some more questions. We got the same thing's happening with the questions are going crazy. Are there any resorts you would recommend? What are some of your guys' favorite like resorts? Do you have a favorite resort in Europe?
Yeah, as we live close to the mountains here in Munich, we have our, let's say the standard resorts. We always go during the week to test things like Hochfügen, maybe in Austria.
Okay.
Of course the glaciers, early season.
In Hintertux.
Yeah.
Hintertux, yeah.
And
yes, Dubai also sometimes.
Nice. And those are all like
Kaunertal Glacier.
We don't have a favorite one.
They're all good, yeah. Which and they're all about like 2 hours from here. Is Hintertux the furthest one away?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the closest glacier from here. Yeah.
Awesome. We're gonna have to do some exploring around Europe. That'd be super fun.
Yeah.
And would you say that Austria is your favorite country for snowboarding as well, or like is Switzerland up there or France?
I haven't been too often to Switzerland.
Okay.
But I think of course Largs is
it's pretty
El
nice.
Dorado. How you say for snowboarders, of course.
For sure.
But the most time we are in Austria.
Yeah.
Most time in Austria.
Yeah, because it's so easy to reach from here. And some smaller German resorts, when there's enough snow, we go to Garmisch or
Awesome.
something like that.
It's easy to like love the places too that you're most familiar with.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's see some more questions. All right.
Do you have the same issues with the text again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This has never happened before with all these. It's like the words are like over top multiple times. All right, let's. I can kind of see some of it though. Oh, I think I can read this one. I think somebody is asking. So, is there any part of the binding? So, I guess like, I know people have asked this before. So, when the high back is out and you're walking around, is there a chance that this is gonna wear out? Like, have you guys like worn through this part of the high back?
Okay.
Yes.
When you walk a lot on parking lots and something like that, of course you will have some tear wear on the rubber part, but it depends on the rider. There are riders who have hundreds of days spent without any recognizable wear, and maybe some others who are not using it responsibly, let's say, they manage to have scratches, but that's nothing which provides you from using the function, so it doesn't damage it
So when
too
you
much.
when you use it in snow, they will not wear out. But
Yeah.
when you use it on the parking lot, on the concrete with some small stones.
Depends on how lazy you are. you can you can still use it like a traditional strap-in.
Yeah.
So maybe when you walk to your car, maybe you shouldn't wear the high back, but on snow you won't have any problems with it. Yeah.
Yeah, from when I was using this part of the binding, the only time that I have this connected to my snowboard boot is when I'm walking like on the snow. So if I arrive at the chair, use the step out function, get to the top, step back in, but I wouldn't walk to like the parking lot with this on.
Yeah, that's something we also wouldn't recommend. Because
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you also use it like a normal strap binding, and then paint
Yeah.
it all on the car.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, like what Johannes was saying, like you just step back in, take it off like a traditional binding, and then you're not like walking home or like getting on the bus or going grocery shopping.
But sometimes you forget to take it off because it feels so light on your boot.
It does.
And the thickness of the rubber part is also not too thick. So when you walk around with it, you will forget about it after 1 minute.
We had a team rider who was driving 3 hours home from a sea resort, and then he saw that he had all.
Really?
Still have the Highbacks on his.
Yeah, surprisingly, one thing I didn't realize, was when you keep it on your boot, you don't even like feel it. Like you might feel it a little bit in the snow when you're walking, like just a tiny amount. But yeah, it's so light, and even the strap, even when you have the strap like fully like torqued down on your boot, it's not like a tight feeling at all. It just feels comfortable.
But this is because you still have the moving parts, so it's like a triangle.
Okay.
So this can move and this can move.
Right.
So your boot is kind of free when you walk with it.
Right, it's totally free. Yeah. Oh, interesting. I didn't think of that part. Yeah. So yeah, you have like this part. I mean, if you were to walk, 3 kilometers home every day from the mountain through like asphalt and gravel, then you're gonna get some wear and tear. But it's, most likely you're just walking in snow and it's gonna be fine. All right, let's.
Like with the boot, you can press here.
Boom. Oh, easy.
Yeah.
All right, let's get some more questions. Somebody's asking, What's the best way to prevent your high back from being stolen when you leave your board outside to eat? I mean, it's pretty rare, I think, for people to steal the bindings.
Or just a high back.
Yeah,
Or just-
you can take the Highback with you.
Oh yeah, you could take it with you.
Or you could take one of your high backs with you and put it in the backpack. Or you could buy our AirTag disc.
Oh yeah, you can get an AirTag. I mean, I think it's pretty safe. And if you're like worried about it, like it'd be pretty pointless for somebody just to steal the high back, unless you have like an enemy on the mountain or something. So I think you're pretty safe. And if you're at a resort that is where you don't trust it, then maybe lock up your board and also take your high back with you. But yeah, some places it's like totally fine. You leave your backpack or board or whatever. I have had a board stolen in the past, but it's super rare. Oh man, I wish I could read these better.
Is it because you're famous, Kevin?
Oh
Would
yeah.
it be more likely that a board for you would be stolen?
Oh, I hope not. Oh no. All right, let's talk about. There's a few I think hidden bonus features to the binding that we can talk to you guys about. Yeah, Johannes, do you want to tell us about that bonus feature?
My favorite bonus feature.
Yeah, favorite bonus feature.
Oh.
So there's definitely so it's cool because these are like traditional bindings, but there's massive bonuses to that you wouldn't even think of until like later on.
So my favorite bonus feature is, so when you're on the lift, have these on, and you're ready to ride, you don't have to, for example, put the Highback back up. So because it's always it's always ready to go. You don't have to bend over, put the Highback back up like in other stepping bindings,
And it's easy to carry.
And it's also when you have both Highbacks on your feet, the board with the bases are very light.
Super
Because
light.
you only have half a binding on your board, so to carry it around, it's very light.
Yeah, that was like one of the first, like in New Zealand, one of the first hikes I did. I it was maybe like a 10-minute hike through snow, so I kept the high backs on. And when I went to pick up the board, and I was like, oh wow, this is like so much lighter. So doing like short hikes without the high backs attached to your board is like, it makes it so much easier, especially if you're like riding with skiers. The skis are so big and heavy, and this takes like a kilo or two like off of the weight of your board, and you're just and you're cruising. But yeah, and then the other thing, like Johannes was saying, is that when you get off the chair and there's no high back here, it's like you don't have to bend over to flip up the high back to put your boot in because it's gone. So it's like one less. If you want to bend over the least amount throughout the day, this is the system. What other bonus features do we have?
Our handle is pretty high.
Yeah, the position of the handle is great to support your step out movement.
Yeah, that's like huge because I guess a big bonus of the step in feature is like if somebody has like back issues or you're just lazy, like I'm lazy, or just whatever it is, like you don't want to be bending over, like it's natural, it's human nature to take like the easiest route. So to have the release at the base of the board is kind of like you're actually reaching further. So yeah, what was there was that an idea from the start to put the release near the top?
I think our first prototype didn't have it, but the second we implemented this because we thought where would be the best position for your hands to grab it.
Yeah.
And we were trying different positions like the heel strap here in the front, but it's still not as good as the back of your foot here.
Right.
Yeah.
So was the first one ever at the front? Were you going to do it
Yeah.
at the front originally? Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, I mean, this is like the highest point on the binding. Oh, and then there's also you can like have an extension leash if you wanted to, right?
Yeah, we already saw some people doing that, but yeah, for us it's just fine like this. Maybe another, yeah.
But yeah, there are some people who put a rope around it and
A leash or
and pull it while standing up. So,
Easy.
Another interesting thing about the position of the handle is we have a different flex in rotation, and when you have a lot of support from the backside, but you still have the rotation on the high back. So the rotation flex is a little more, and this is actually something we personally like, that you get a lot of support from the handle in this direction,
Yeah.
and the handle doesn't affect the rotation.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because when you're riding it, the high back, everything, it feels like a total normal binding, even with this like extra added tech into it. Oh, interesting. I guess that's something when you're designing it, you're thinking like.
Yeah, you will learn about your own product
Yeah.
the more you're into the topic. Yeah.
Awesome. And then what about, so just like a real basic question, so you can use just any normal boots? There's no like restrictions on the type of snowboard boot you could use with those?
Yeah, that was, I think, the most important advantage of the binding, I think, that you're free to choose any boot or any brand.
Yep.
So if you prefer a special brand, or if you feel comfortable with a very soft boot, you can have the binding with great response and combine it, or you like a hard boot, then it's also possible. So
yeah, and I think that's so important for like the average rider, because like boot pain, or when you find a boot that you really like, you don't want to then compromise it to suit the binding. So the fact that you can just take the boot that you like, that feels the best, that's the most comfortable, and then use it with the Clew system is like, that's perfect. What are some other bonus features that we discovered? I feel like we had like 10 of them the other day.
with the T-bar lift.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
That you don't have to put your feet here when sliding around, because you can easily get the bar and step in and get up.
Yeah, so if you're riding the T-bar, or like, the T-bar, or anytime you're doing one foot, you don't have to put your foot into the center, you can just put your boot right into the binding, so yeah, that's huge.
Or stepping in and out while you're still riding, I think is pretty easy without having the high back in the way.
Yeah, I mean, a major one is like, what's the point of having a step-in system if you constantly have to like be flipping the high back up? All right, let's do maybe one more question, if I can see one.
Only write in capital letters.
Okay, so is there any, in terms of like weight range on like the larger side, like what's the, or basic, I guess is it traditional like sizes for small, medium, and large?
What is the question? Do you mean the difference in weight?
Yeah, is it traditional boot sizes, and then what's like the maximum, say, weight? Is somebody going to be too heavy for the binding, or possibly?
I think there is a weight that we have to put in the manual, because that's we have a independent company testing it for us, and we get a certificate. So that's why we have to say it's 100 kilograms, I think, but that's you can be way heavier, I think.
Okay.
Our heaviest riders we know is, let's say, 120. So he's and he rides as crazy. So yeah.
So in the manual is 100 kilograms, but we're pretty sure that we can.
Yeah, but we can only guarantee the weight that the institute
gave us.
guarantees to us. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. All right. Sweet. So we're also going to be giving away a pair of Clew bindings. So this exact one is actually one that I put together myself with the help of these guys in the assembly factory. So if you guys want to have a chance to win these bindings, head over to Instagram, follow Snowboard Pro Camp, also follow Clew Bindings, and I'll be posting how you can enter to win a set of these very soon. Sweet.
And you will put your signature on it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna sign them as well, so you'll know that these were for me. Awesome, thanks guys. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Is there anything else you wanted to mention, or you think that's good?
I think it's good.
Yeah. Sweet. All right. Yeah.
I think Kevin's doing a great job.
Thank you. Yeah, you guys too. Stay tuned. I've got some videos coming out this week from our time on the Stubai Glacier, riding the Clews, and hanging out with these guys. For me, it's been so fun being here in Germany, getting to know the whole team, and yeah, this is awesome. So yeah, stoked for the season. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thanks.
Bye.
Have a good start to your season, and talk to you again soon. Later.